Hello, Brendan121 and this.
I'm White Knight.
And we are doing another vlog.
Yes, this time we're doing the Expendables 2, the sequel to the Expendables.
Which you reviewed recently on our channel, so...
That's right.
Okay, we're going to do this a lot like the Spider-Man one. Firstly, initial thoughts going into the movie. I thought it was going to be shit.
Okay, well, sure for me, I actually liked the first one, but I didn't have high hopes for the second one because I thought it was going to be way too silly. I mean, the trailers, it looked bigger, it looked better, but...
that's usually how sequels go.
Yeah, usually how sequels, even though a lot of ones that, like, for example, with Rambo, the first one is actually supposed to be a great film. I mean, had character and story and all that, but the second one was just mindless action. I mean, okay, some people may like mindless action, but if you really like the first one and you're expecting something to say, yeah,
it develops into mindless self-parody after a while.
Pretty much.
So that was the initial thing. Did it live up to your expectations? It did for me. It lived up to my expectations quite well.
Yes, it most certainly did.
You guys are probably quite confused about why we did this. So, okay, let's a spoiler warning before this because we might spoil stuff. But if you can't call what's gonna happen from like 2 minutes into the film, you have problems. So anyhow. This is one of the worst films I have ever seen in the longest time. It is one of the worst action films. It is so fucking stupid in every way, shape, and form. And this is one of the only movies I will damn well call a guilty pleasure. Because I fucking adored it for being one of the best comedy films I've seen ever. This is mind-numbingly but stupid from beginning to end. It's as contrast to how you saw the film.
Okay, yeah, you saw it as a guilty pleasure. For me, as for an action film and all that, I loved it. I absolutely loved the film. I loved pretty much. I mean, some of the action was great and all that, pretty much. And also, I love some of the references they made to some of the old action films. It's just a nice bit of nostalgia. Just if you saw something or if you knew this.
No, I thought that was stupid. Nobody talks like that in real life. Here, if you don't give me my gun back, I terminate you. Oh, fucking Schwarzenegger. And I think my other brother kind of summed up really well when I was talking to him. It was, this is a fanfic written by a 4-year-old.
Okay, and then a big action fight, but then trouble, so Chuck Norris shows up, but then they get trapped in the mine, and the dumb guy who thinks he's really smart does it, but nothing happens about him. Arnold Schwarzenegger turns to
fucking stupid. It was so stupid from beginning to end. But it was the best comedy film. I made throughout the entire film. I kept making jokes, turning to my other brother, just making jokes, and it was just like, this is a really stupid film. But at times, I think they know it. Stallone may or may not know it was a really, really stupid film, bordering on self-parody at times.
Yeah, pretty much. The film does not take itself seriously.
No.
So, yeah, just that's what you have to think of before you see this film.
Well, even then, at time it does. It's stupid. It really is stupid. If you're looking for like depth and
but God, do we love it?
I love it as it's one of the best comedy films you've seen in a while, which is really weird to say. Like, I'm recommending this because it's a hilarious comedy film. But we're gonna drop some spoilers because I want to talk about some scenes. First one is with at the start. I want to talk some of the more ridiculous moments in the film. One of them is at the start when they get to this heavily guarded facility. And it's like, this is the worst protected facility ever. One, because it can't stop like 2 cars getting into it. Secondly, because a helicopter, I have discovered, cannot be taken down by a motorcycle driving into it. Not man. Just like got a motorcycle. It's so dumb. And one of the characters, you looked up the name of this dude. It was the sniper guy.
Yes. Billy the Kid, played by Liam Hemsworth. Okay, sorry if I get the last name wrong, but it's Liam Hemsworth, something like that.
I might put the name down here. If not, I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
But oh my god, that was the best actor, and it was.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, he's filled up all the cliches. So, spoiler, he dies. But if you couldn't call it, it was like, oh, this isn't a life for me, and I have a girlfriend over in Paris. Like, yeah, I'm gonna quit by the end of the month. So it was like 2 days away from retirement, maybe, because it's never told how long until far away he is from retirement. But it was like, and like on a plane journey over, it's like, I remember when I quit the army because all my men got killed, and it was kind of my fault. It was all pointless. And they also killed my dog. And it was like, really? This guy's gonna die faster than humanly possible.
Yes, at least they do give character. I mean,
no, that is not the point. You can tell that guy is gonna die, and it's really stupid because he has more characterization, and he has more characterization than anyone else in the film. And they had an entire movie to build up character. You can call this man is gonna die ASAP, and super easy. It's like, oh, fucking cliches.
Yeah, and speaking
talking about cliches. No, actually, you say your thing.
Before we get to cliches and all that, yeah, speaking about characters, well, Jet Li is also in the film, and at the start of the film, yeah, he has this. He has his martial arts and all that.
With hands.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1.
Yeah, but the funny thing about it is that after the first scene he was in, he then leaves with the target and doesn't appear again for the rest of the film. In fact, I thought he might appear again for the last bit of the film, might come back, but yeah, that just begs the question: why did he suddenly leave for most of the film?
He saw the script, I assume.
Yeah,
oh my god,
that's funny.
Yeah, that was weird. But back to cliches. The villains.
Oh. Yes, the villain is played by Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he has to be one of the most cliched villains since Colonel Tamington from The Patriot.
Okay. Let's describe how we could deduce early on in the film that these guys were kind of villains. Satanist, because he had a tattoo of God, like, Ghost! The pet of Satan! They were Satanists. They were needlessly over the top evil. They shot their own men working in mine, like, we stole them from a neighboring village, and, oh, you're tired! Shoot them. This is a lot easier than giving you like an apple to rest. We kill you. That's the best thing to do. We are they were gonna steal women and children, and they killed the men needlessly, and they were saints. And the only way they could be more evil if they were fucking Nazis.
Yes.
That is
if they were Nazis, then they'll be like some of the most evil villains ever.
No, they would just be like, they were 1 million. They were Nazis pretty much. They were satanic Nazis. It's so dumb. I will say that word 1,000,000 times by the end of this vlog. So that was that. So those are the villains. Now the heroes, on the other hand, oh my freaking god. Nothing changes. They are just walking stereotypes and old idiots. One of the stereotypes, however, was the really stupid guy. What was his name?
Oh,
the guy who was a
Gunner, played by
Gunner. He is somehow a chemist. Not explained in the first film, and only used for a joke. One joke in the second film.
Yeah, but the reason why they did is because the actual actor who played Gunner, Dolph Lundgren, he was actually really, really smart at school.
No, what's the point? We're referencing that he's smart for one joke.
That's just
It was needlessly pointless.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless, but yeah, well, once you knew the whole thing, like, oh yeah, I kind of get it. It's just
It's like that's the crux of this film, isn't it? Referencing actors' previous roles.
Well, at least
I'll be back. You've been back enough. I'll be back.
well,
No. Oh, and pun warning, because if you know me, fucking hate puns.
I don't really mind them that much.
Oh, I fucking yeah. This is chock full of puns. One of the worst ones, the one that the audience reacted to, and I fucking despised, was one guy and like one guy left, and they all fired at him. It was really cool. It was like, okay, that's pretty over the top, but it's hilarious. I laughed. Once again, best comedy film of the summer. And the last line he said was like, it's Sylvester Stallone gonna make one funny one there. Rest in pieces. I'm like, oh, and people laughed, and it was stupid.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh. I think I smelled a bit of blood loss from there. And what else? People not acting like they do in real life. I know all over the place. We were more organised with the Spider-Man one, and I just want to bitch on this film. Was the final fight scene, and it was between, can you believe, Sylvester Stallone and John Conrad Down. And it was like, I'm out of ammo. He's like, drop his weapons and like gets out of time. But got that too. Let's fight like a man. Why? Why would Stallone be like, yeah, I still got time. Yeah, you know what? I fight you like a man. Like, that's fucking stupid. You have ammo, shoot him in the head. Like, are you gonna be a sheep?
Yes, boss. That's
he questioned my manhood. I Sylvester Stallone is gonna do this.
Yes, but he's playing the character psychologically, and knowing that, well, he would just kill me instantly.
Why?
Nobody wants to.
He's killed everyone else instantly.
Yes, but we don't want to kill the person too. He's like, remember?
Why?
Remember in Commando where...
The guy has plutonium, he has killed one of your allies. Killed that man cowardly like a man. He killed him like a sheep. So why would Stallone be like, yeah, the best thing you do here is fighting one-on-one. This is a good idea. He was a street fighter.
Because if we shot him instantly, just kill him, that would be anticlimactic.
That would have been hilarious, and would have kept with the tone of the film. Oh my god. The other thing I want to talk about is fuck Chuck motherfucking Norris.
Yes, he's in this film.
I think I picked up on a rumor online he was going to be a villain in this film. That's
he was the film.
Completely bullshit.
If he actually was the villain of the movie, probably over in 5 seconds.
Everyone would be dead. So yeah, I heard that rumor. It's wrong. And by God, my other brother, I don't want to mention his name in case he like hears us and kills us. He wanted him to be the villain. He wanted him to be defeated because that man, he's like, it's just a stroking. We did this accent of stroking of ego, and yeah, he's a hero. And they were one of the scenes. They were all pegged down in one place, and was, oh good, one bullet. And then everyone gets shot, the tank gets blown up, and Chuck Norris just walks out. Why? No reason. Actually, it doesn't even make any sense if you think about it. The amount of accuracy he doesn't show for the rest of the film. Where did he have the rocket launcher? How was he stalking them? And there's like so many questions, so many plot holes, but it's just so they can make, look at it, Chuck Norris, and it's like the lone wolf. So stupid.
Yeah, you're just overanalytical.
No! This is a stupid film. I think it's even more stupid than the first Expendables film, if that's even possible. I'm still giving this a recommendation somehow. But anything else you want to talk about?
Anything else? Well,
the characters.
The character?
Guys from the guy from the Transporter movies.
Oh yeah, Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, his subplot with his girlfriend is never resolved. It's like, my girlfriend cheated on me, but I'm marrying her. And it's like, never resolved. We will make more jokes about it in Expendables 3. It says, being confirmed.
Yeah, so it's because the first film they devoted a little subplot to him trying to get his girlfriend back from her boy for the guy she was hanging with.
I think that was all quite well. They now have to have a new subplot. Where it's, oh no, is he going to be faithful? Can you have your back? So that was stupid. What other stupid stuff did I see in this film? Now, there was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Chuck Norris, and there was this one other guy.
Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis, yeah. Big action stars. Now, they seem to be in on the joke. Yeah, that scenes over the top. The lines were funny as well.
Yeah, a lot of the lines gave a bit of one when Chuck Norris said, "Well, I got bitten by a cobra once, and after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died."
Yeah, it was like they went arms out. They made some joke and other stuff. But the one line I really liked, and it's mostly because I think this is 100% true, is at the very end. It's like, oh, you guys need a plane ride home. So it's that like that belongs in the museum. And they were like, Anna was like, yeah, like us. And it's true. Stop making these stupid action movies. It's like, if you're going on my filmography and what I usually like in a film, watch stuff like Princess Mononoke and The Dark Knight, because afterwards you have something to talk about. After this, very little to talk about other than Hollywood find new ideas, get new people. Yeah. So, anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, it's pretty much about the film. You know, it's just a tribute to the action films of the 80s and 90s. Pretty much, at least you know what it felt like. Watch this.
I expect more nowadays. After seeing stuff like Inception as well.
I know. You're into films with thought.
I expect more from films. I expect to be able to walk away and have something to say and think about. This is us rambling and me mostly bitching on the film I'm recommending as the best summer comedy film you will see. I mean, I expect more from my films, really.
Yeah, well, I know you don't like these mindless actions, but sadly they still exist because we all love them. Well, most of them. Some of them.
You're quoting now your own reviews.
Yes.
I'm very biased. I didn't like the first Expendables, and that I didn't really see as a guilty pleasure. This is a guilty pleasure. Yeah. If someone like, oh, you want to see Expendables 2 again? Like, hell yeah, I have more jokes I want to make. But so I would recommend this to people, like, if you go in a group, do not go this like alone with your girlfriend. Go in a group, a lot of people, and just like joke with each other. It is not a serious film. It is. Well, it might take itself slightly overly seriously, but watch it, make a fuck ton of jokes. That's how I see this film. It's the best comedy film of the of summer, which has been painfully low on a lot of films. So,
and sure for me with the Expendables 2, pretty much. If you really like action films, you'll love this. Even if it's completely silly, stupid, full of one-liners and points and all that, you'll just love it for what it is. Just
if you like the stereotypical action film, the ones where it's just like, we don't need a plot. Do we have the blackest villain of all time? Yes, okay. It's one of those old films, and it's like, okay, once again, I'm biased, and I don't really like action films all that much anymore. Can you believe it? I don't really watch much action film, and I'm slightly embarrassed to say that because I'm a man. But it's like, if you want a stereotypical action film with the stupidest of all villains and whatnot, watch Expendables 2.
Yes.
I recommend it.
Yeah, and I recommend it as well. You know, slightly different way.
Slightly different way. Owen recommends it in a serious way. I recommend it as the best comedy film.
Not a very serious way. You get the idea.
You recommend it as an action film. I recommend it as a comedy film.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much.
any closing things?
Any closing things? Well, no, that's pretty much it, because that's the funny thing about this film. Not really endless good points to talk about, as you mentioned here. It's just pretty much the only thing to talk about is just how stupid some of the stunts are, and the acting and all is. It's just...
as I said, I'd rather walk away and be able to do something like the Spider-Man vlog, which we actually talked quite in depth about, and we had stuff to say. Here, everything is stupid!
Yeah, that's...
Stupid but enjoyable. I still recommend it as a riff track movie where you sit down and just make jokes with people. I would more recommend it to be a DVD rental. This is once again coming off me. We saw this for his very late birthday, celebrating it, and I wouldn't have seen it any other way. I would not want to really see it in films. Because the first one, it got a lot of money, and I was pissed off about that. It's like, no, you don't deserve to turn over a big profit.
Yeah, well, sadly, that's action films these days. People just...
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. We speak with our wallets, and we went, and I fucking blame you for that, and I'm so quite annoyed. It was worth our money. It was still... I'm one of those serious people who take, like, gaming... like us buying stupid games and all that very seriously, and I'm analytical and whatnot. But when you see my next video, you will see how immature I can be.
What's the next
The next comedy, Clef Entitled Progress.
Oh yes.
The next one, the
yes.
problem caused by unscriptable cutscenes. Yeah. You'll see how immature I can be when it comes to jokes, but when it comes to filming games, I'm quite a serious person. So, final thoughts from me is, see this film in a group, make jokes, fantastic riff track material. So recommended it as the best comedy film of the summer. And you?
Yeah, well, cheers to me. Well, pretty much. If you enjoy action films and all that, if you know some of the stuff from the old days and all that, this is a nice bit of nostalgia for you. And also just reference to some of the old silly stuff and all that. It's incredibly stupid.
Born in the 80s. How can you appreciate it so much?
Well, it's just that I have heard some of the old action films and all that. Old people, they say some of the famous stuff, like all the old ones, like all the back and all that. It's just, this is stuff that you would know, even if you haven't seen the action films, people will say the stuff, and you hear it all the time, and it knows what its audience is, and so pretty much
stupid now.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's that. Cool.
Yeah,
signing out. Peace out. Signing out. Bye bye.